Hi everyone, I am Apollonia Ponte, your dating and relationship coach, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we are going to talk about why a woman is ignoring you, or the question that you might be asking yourself, and why is she ignoring me? I know this process can be frustrating and it can lead you to ask so many questions in your head because sometimes it can be confusing, obviously. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some common reasons of why this woman is ignoring you. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to this amazing YouTube channel full of dating and relationship advice for both men and women. This is an area where I share so much free content with you. So moving on, let's discuss why this woman may be ignoring you. Tip number one is she might be bored with you. Typically, a woman gets bored with you because there isn't something new. You might not be doing something for her, with her, that is enhancing the relationship. You might be doing something with her that is just routine. And us women do find routine sometimes to be boring. That's why it's so important that when you do start dating a woman, you get to understand her and get to know her and what she loves to do, what she may like to do for a living, what she likes to do on her free time, activities that she might want to learn, but explore the relationship and actually do something that's enticing. Women are intrigued by a man that keeps them on their toes, and I'm not saying to keep them on their toes 100% of the time, but do some things that might draw you out of your comfort zone or draw her out of her comfort zone. So she might be ignoring you right now because she's bored, because the process of dating you is just become a routine. Tip number two, you might be pushing an issue on her. So a lot of times that I see men pushing issues onto women about spending more time together, which is common, and you might be pushing this issue on her. So she becomes overwhelmed and you're pushing this important issue of whatever it may be, and she's becoming overwhelmed. So all of a sudden she either tells you I need space or she starts ignoring you. And this is a common reason why a woman would ignore you, is because you are pushing on a subject that she just doesn't want to confront you about right now. Tip number three is maybe you're too shy. I know that sounds crazy because you're like, well, I got to this point where I'm dating the woman and now all of a sudden I'm too shy. But at the end of the day, men, women love a man that steps up to the plate and pursues her. So if you are too shy and you're just going with the flow of things, one, she might not think that you're serious about her, or two, you might just be boring. I hate to say it, but what do you do when you are shy? Well, like I said in tip number one, start doing activities, planning dates with her, have conversations with her. I have dozens of free content about this and dozens of free vlogs, which can help you get to know this woman and get to know what it is that she truly wants and what she really wants out of life. I've also created a video around how to overcome shyness, and I'm going to put it up here in the description box above. Next tip is you're inconsistent. Maybe you're inconsistent with your words or your plans or whatever the case may be. I'm sure, I don't know if you have watched any of my content for women, but if you haven't, then that's okay, because in those videos, I talk to women about paying attention to a man that's inconsistent. If a man is inconsistent and is not showing up for a woman, I direct them to always stay away from you, because of the fact that this inconsistency can show that you're not serious about a relationship. Ultimately, I want to cultivate healthy relationships with the people that watch my videos, and this is the number one goal of why my channels all started, is to have and to cultivate healthy relationships, turn from dating into a relationship. So if you're inconsistent with a woman and she is of high value, values herself, has a lot of self-worth, knows what she has to offer a man, she is not going to stick around for your inconsistency. What I mean by this is, let's just say that you plan a date and you say, I want to see you on Friday, and then never follow up with her. Or let's just say that you are inconsistent with your messages or calling her or whatever the case may be. This are all signs of red flags. Next tip is life. As general as that sounds, life can get in the way. I remember when I was actively dating, and I mean, I probably had some great catches in my field in my spectrum of dating or whatever I was doing. But I was just never ready to commit because I was working on myself. I was working on myself as a woman, and I was working on myself to become a better person. And I wanted to cultivate a healthy relationship, but in the future. And I wasn't ready right then and there because I was either probably going to school, or I was trying to advance in my career, or was just having fun. That's why it's so important that when you do start dating a woman, you ask her what she wants. If she's just looking for a fun time, or if she's looking to have a relationship in the future, or let's see where this goes type of mentality. But you have to be okay with those answers and understand if a woman's saying, well, let's just see where this goes, maybe she's not weighing heavily on the relationship side. And if she's wanting to just go with just to have fun, then you might have to walk away and not give your time to that woman that's just wanting to have fun if you want to be in a relationship and you don't want to get your feelings hurt. But at the end of the day, if you want to have fun too, then go and do it. Next tip, she might have a new boyfriend in her life. Let's face it, this is the modern world of dating, and this is so common, people dating several people at once. I actually did a video about dating several people at once and what I truly feel comes from that. I'm going to put that in the description box. So please, if that resonates with you, watch that video next. But a lot of times a woman can be dating someone else, or maybe she's just more into the progress of dating this man before you. Maybe she's been dating this man for 3 months and is almost getting to that relationship, but she just didn't know, so she's dating you. Or she met you just because it just happened all of a sudden. Maybe this is what's going on, and she chose to now have a relationship with that other person that was in the picture previously to you. So that could be another reason. A next tip is she just might not feel the spark. It has a lot to do with number one, but also, you know, a woman wants to feel an emotional connection with a man. And I tell you guys that all the time in my ebooks, in my downloads, everywhere is emotional connection if you haven't got that yet. If you haven't been able to build an emotional connection with this woman and see how you can impact her in her life to be a happier person in her life, because this woman's probably, hopefully already happy in her life. So how can you enhance her life on an emotional connection? What can you bring to her? And it's not that saying that you don't have these qualities, but it's about how you act to show her that you have these qualities. What are the questions that you're asking her? What are the intentions that you're putting out there? How are you courting her? These all come down to how to bond with a woman emotionally, and also send her and also show her a sense of security. That's why I created a download specifically for you men. It's my 20-question manual on how to get to know a woman's true self. In this manual, I show you the lessons of how to ask these questions, what us women look for, and what these questions mean to us. In this download, I give you those 20 questions specifically for you to ask as you're dating her, or sometimes on your first dates, depending on how comfortable you are with her. Also, I created a 7 common mistakes that men make ebook designated for you too, and it helps you really get involved in how the female brain operates. This is a game changer. I will put this below in the description box as well. If you liked today's video, please feel free to comment below. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to comment below this video, and I will personally answer them to the best of my ability myself. And if you have any questions or any concerns about anything further that you need to discuss with me, I'll put a link to my private coaching sessions below. And as always, remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.